Jimmy, 5-0 victory, advancing to the semi-final. Happy with the evening's work?
Yeah, really good exercise tonight for us against a spirited, combative, very fit side who worked extremely hard the whole game, tried to play, and it was good. And we looked like, we found a little bit of our rhythm again after what's been a tough time results-wise. But I think the last 4 performances have been good, and I believe that performances lead to wins. And so the performances have been good. The results haven't given us, I think, what we've deserved over the last 4 games, 5 games maybe. So tonight looked like we had a bit of rhythm back and a real attacking threat, and a bit of cohesion in the group. So it was pleasing. Our intensity was really good, really good throughout. So yeah, a really pleasing night.
It was nice to see kind of some players who we don't necessarily see out on the field as much get a chance to get some minutes of the legs and kind of help to state their case to be more involved going forward. Remus Nixon was lively up front and grabbed a goal, and always good to see Owen Pelham out there in the centre of the park looking comfortable as ever. Yeah,
that's 3 and 3 for Remus now. He's come back off loan, and the loan was to get him games and goals and confidence. He's come back and looked really good tonight, which is great. That's what loans are for. And Pelham's come through our academy. Been at our club for a long time now. He's a young man with loads of ability, so much energy, aggressive, passes the ball really well. He's a goal threat. He's a cracking player to have around the club, and we're just trying to get his challenge right, really, to develop him at the right pace, to get the right sort of environment for him. He probably needs to go out on loan now at a good level to challenge himself a little bit more. But he's a cracking little player, a young player that, we'll have the luxury of calling upon when we need him.
How do you prepare for an opponent like Royal Navy, where I know that you like to do extensive kind of scouting and research and homework on each side, but you don't necessarily get the opportunity to do that as much against a side that kind of doesn't play regular football?
Yeah, it was difficult. So then you just got to focus on you. Concentrate on yourself and what you do. So that was the message. I had little bits, but not a lot. No idea about what side they were going to play, this, that and the other. So then it becomes, you got to concentrate on you and focus on you and what you do. And the lads did that great. They did everything I asked them to do. Looked a little bit more like us, as in attacking wise, rhythm wise. Looked good. Really pleased.
Is that even more pleasing because it comes on a night where I think it's been very windy all day, but the rain started coming down at kickoff and never really stopped? Yeah,
weather wasn't conducive to football. The fans stuck around, which is absolutely great, and cheered us on in that horrific weather. And it's difficult. It's difficult. It does affect the game, but the lads coped with it really well. Pitch was slick, fast, which again suited us. So they coped with it great.
Obviously now we return to the league in Plymouth Parkway at the weekend, but feels like this is not a starting point because obviously it's been a long season already. But as you mentioned, getting more of that confidence back to take into the league, and that's one of the benefits of the cup competitions.
It is, yeah, but I've got to be honest, the performances have been good, and that's the only thing we can really affect as a manager is the performances that we're putting out there. And the Salisbury game, the Harrow game here was really tricky conditions. Away at Hendon, we were good, really good, deserved to win that one. And then Saturday at Swindon, on chances alone, if that game ends 5-2, it's a fair reflection of the game. We didn't take our chances, but we performed well. So, like I said before, performances lead to points, performances lead to wins, and that's where I think we're at. We've got to push on now and really start to rack up those points, because that's what's needed, because we're in a fight for the playoffs.
Lovely. Thanks, Jimmy. See you Saturday.
Thanks, mate.